Hello, welcome to Bible Guru through the Bible, Genesis 6 through 9. God had to destroy the population of the world because of two primary problems. One, the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on all the earth, that every inclination of the thoughts of human hearts were only evil all the time. And two, the earth was full of violence. The conditions that required the destruction of the earth were extreme. The judgment was extreme. God saved Noah and his family and a cross-section of all the land animals in a big boat Noah had to build. Then the flood subsided. After this, everything changed. Genesis chapter 9 can be described as God's ABCs and D and E of starting over. A and B, a repeated blessing. God has designed us to create life. Each seed is designed to die, to grow, and to mature, and bear more fruit-bearing plants. The cycle is designed to expand exponentially. Life, by God's command, expands. God commands that we join in the adventure of new creation with each successive generation. Jesus said, "If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you will bear much fruit, fruit that remains. This brings glory to the Father, for without me you can do nothing." Jesus also said, "By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, and a bad tree bears bad fruit." A and B and C, a repeated blessing, bear fruit. A relationship changed. Relationships between humans and animals changed. Adam and Eve had been tasked with the care of the animal kingdom. Now the animal kingdom was still in our care, yet we all have mixed motivations. Now humanity would care for the animals and at the same time treat them as food. In the Garden of Eden, apparently all the animals and humans got along just fine, but now all animals will be afraid of the humans. If you haven't seen Food Incorporated, you should. It describes the way our use of animals has changed over the past 50 years. This is not how God commanded us to care for his creation. So we see a repeated blessing, a relationship changed, and D, a restriction demanded. Relationships between humans and humans. It says in verse 6 of chapter 9, "Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God, God created mankind." In Hebrew, this is a poetic palindrome, or a chiastic structure. If human sheds blood, by his blood shall be shed by humans. In the image of God, God made humans. So, human is associated with the image of God, and God is associated with blood and life. Isn't it strange that God had to command us not to kill each other? Can you see the connection here between the commandment to bring forth more fruit and the commandment not to kill? God is in the business of bringing life. It took human intervention to bring death. God is intervening and providing a distinctive disincentive to murder. But there's more. Jesus said, "You've heard that it was said of people long ago, 'You shall not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment.' But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to his brother or sister, 'Airhead,' is answerable to the court, and anyone who says, 'You fool,' will be in danger of the fire of hell." We are made in God's image. This requires that we treat each other with respect and love. It is much more than merely a restriction against violent death. It is a prohibition against treating your neighbor as something considerably less than a living, breathing image of the Creator of the universe. So, a repeated blessing, a relationship changed, a restriction demanded, and a promise to everyone. Relationships between the Creator, the judge, and the creation, the judged, are changed. If you look at how often God repeats himself, you can see that it's interesting and affirming in the hearts of humanity. And if it's possible for animals and plants to understand such things, to them as well, that he will not destroy the world in the same way again, no matter how bad it gets. "I will establish my covenant," God said 4 times. "Never again will the waters destroy life," 3 times. "This promise to every generation," 3 times, "and to all generations to come." This promise is spoken directly to Noah and to his sons, and it is promised to all living creatures on the earth. The New Testament teaches that the end of human history will come with fire, not water. Yet it is clear that God will not destroy the earth for human evil again until the end of human history. Our concern need not be that he will destroy us, though we seem quite capable of destroying ourselves. Thanks very much for watching. Please see our other videos and subscribe.